Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Celi and hope you stick around. So today we're going to be doing something a little different, hopefully fun still, but we're going to be roasting / critiquing my old artwork from growing up. Hope you're ready for a lot of cringe today. All right, let's get started. Oh boy, this is really heavy. So not everything in here is my old art, but most of it is. So context, I've been drawing since I was at least 7 years old, I think. Pretty much as long as I can remember. I kind of struggled to keep a sketchbook properly growing up. So they're mostly pretty much loose papers or papers that I ripped out of a sketchbook to fit into some binders. So let's see what's in here. So the first binder has this in the cover. This is art of an original character of mine, Kai, which I think I have talked about and drawn on this channel. So disclaimer, not all of this is in order. I'll try my best to approximate the time frame when it was drawn, so you guys can get an idea of, when everything was made. So this is a character, an original character of mine, Soraya. It was kind of like this knights type of story that I was writing. And it was a comic that I wanted to make, which was pretty cool, honestly. I might revive these characters. This isn't that bad though. In terms of anatomy, it is very much like anime influence. I think this was in 2014-ish, if I'm not mistaken. So I was like a sophomore, junior, maybe even senior in high school. The drawing on the left is of a character Griffin of mine from Starstruck, the same story that Lai and Kyra come from. He's supposed to be like an archer, and I thought this was a really cool drawing. This actually isn't bad. I think I was pretty decent with anatomy at this point. Not great. Yeah, this isn't great, but it's not horrible. I don't know. I might revive something like that. I kind of like the pose. Not bad. This on the side was a mermaid that I drew circa around the same time. As you can tell, it's probably similar style. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad, I will say. I don't I don't like it that much, but I guess it's not horrible. Some more mermaids. Does the job, I guess. Oh, even more mermaids. I was feeling pretty spicy drawing some man-maids. Mermen? Is that what it's called? This is a drawing of, I forget her name, but it was an original character from another story. As you can probably tell, I had a very active imagination growing up. But yeah, I kind of had same face syndrome, I feel like, at this point. So they all pretty much look similar. I mean, maybe the eyes were different or something, but yeah. She cute. This stuff isn't even that bad. I don't even know what I'm roasting out here. I'm kind of starting out with the good stuff, I guess. Ooh, look at that. I didn't even know I could draw like that. Go me. Look at me trying to do backgrounds. Oh, this is me kind of doing a similar setup for Lyra. I don't think this is gonna work. All right, guys, so I went looking and I tried to find some not so good art to roast. So this is a drawing I made, I think when I was probably 13 years old, and it's pretty bad. The head is so massive. What's going on? The anatomy is just
The woman was too stunned to speak.
I don't even know what to say. I'm actually at a loss. How did I draw this? And I was like, this is it, bitch. Yeah, that's probably my biggest criticism. I also wish I had gotten into using liners, darken this line art a little more, just give it more contrast with the rest of the piece. As for things I do like, I really like this colored pencil drawing. I do think that I was really just starting to get into colored pencils. I could have done a little more for contrast with the colored pencils as well, deeper shading. My shading was me just using the same color pencil to kind of like make it more saturated. So I didn't really know much about values. But this isn't horrible, and I really like the colors that I picked for her. I like the pose, and I think it's really cute colors and interesting dynamic because of that. I just think that if I had paid attention to the anatomy more and, was a little less afraid to correct myself, it would be a lot better. For me being like 13 though, when I made that, that's not so bad. This one is pretty cute. I cannot promise that I did not copy a pose off of the internet that I saw, so I'm sorry. I was a dumb 12, 13-year-old whenever it was when I drew this. Yeah, this is just like 2 characters I had made, and I really like it. I mean, it's not horrible. Definitely has like One Piece vibes, which is kind of like the anime that I was really into when I was watching this. I liked my attempt at trying to make some backgrounds or some interesting scenery in here. Again, I think I was pretty decent in like picking colors. They're all really bright and really saturated. Not great, but cute, I guess. Marshall Lee. This was around the time when that like Adventure Time, like gender swap alternate universe episode aired, and I was, as pretty much every kid at that time, or at least every nerdy kid at that time, was probably really into it. I was really excited that it came out, and I loved Marshall Lee, of course. I loved Marceline, so how could I not love Marshall Lee? And this was like my attempt at drawing him. It's not bad. You can tell that the liners I was using were pretty shitty quality. I'm pretty sure I was just using like a fine tip Sharpie at this point for my line art. It's not horrible. Again, I must have been like 11, 12, 13, something like that, in that age range. So it's a pretty decent like attempt at the style. The hair looks really funky. Like this part, if it was kind of like pushed up a little more, might look a little better. But I guess proportions for Adventure Time type style isn't horrible. Arms are a little short, but it's pretty cool. I wish I had done a little more on the backgrounds or the sides or added some color to this, but it's pretty decent, I guess. I feel like I'm going really easy on myself here. Yes, the Teen Titans phase. Never forget. I did like a clothes swap with Beast Boy and Raven from Teen Titans, the original show, not that Teen Titans Go type stuff that kids nowadays want to claim. Just saying. But yeah, I guess I dated this one. That's good on me. So August 5th, 2011. That was 10 years ago. How far I've come. There's so much about this that what was going on with her hair? I like couldn't understand that she had like a middle part, and I had to put it like on the sides. The shapes of the head are so weird. Anatomy, I was just trying out like different styles. I mean, good on me for being a little bit more exploring, but girl, what was he doing? But mind you, okay, to be fair, I guess, in 2011, August 5th, 2011, I was 12 years old, turning 13 later. A couple months later. So for 12 years old, I don't know. Do with that information what you will. Yes, this was around the same time as my Powerpuff Girls Z phase as well. So Powerpuff Girls actually had an anime, and it was called Powerpuff Girl Z. It was really, really good, honestly. From what I remember at least, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a really fun and cute show, really cute character designs. And this is and Bubbles was my favorite character, kind of always from growing up and everything. So this is like a photo booth type thing. I think this was also in 2011 around the same time because the styles do look really similar. But yeah, this is me being a little quirky, a little funny. Again, I don't know what's up with my shading around, like, as you can see, all I did was like make things more saturated. I did not know how to shade. I'm glad that I learned that. But yeah, I just use a Sharpie for line art again at this point, and it's really shaky, and as you can see, I kind of had like a sketchiness to my line art. So this was before I kind of learned how to do really clean stuff. But yeah, there it is. Bubbles and the dude from the Rowdy Rough Boys that was supposed to be Bubbles' counterpart that I don't remember his name. Oh, and then more Beast Boy and Raven fan art. I don't know why I drew him in this fit. I don't know if this is like a legit fit of his, but this is an attempt. This is something. I mean, Beast Boy and Raven is pretty cute. I don't know. I hope you guys can feel the secondhand embarrassment I get from looking at these. Anyway, I'm gonna move on because there's not much I can say about this one. This was similar to the Beast Boy and Raven outfit swap I did. I wanted to do one for Starfire and Robin. This one's really cute. I think I did take some improvement. I can see that I tried to like do some decent anatomy. This is just like a really embarrassing thing to have drawn at any point of my life. Also, like if she's wearing Robin's outfit, why is it a crop top? She was like, nah, this ain't cutting it. I need to show off this belly. I'm gonna cut it. Pretty funny. Anyways, and then we get to I tried to draw, what's her name? Fiona from the, again, Adventure Time gender swap. Again, proportions. Who the fuck is that? Proportions? Don't know her. Anatomy? I wish. It's just really, really big head with a really, really tiny body. What's going on with the sword? Why did I draw the handle here and then the sword like mad off center? Like who would do that? Why would I do this to myself and to you guys watching this now? I don't know. 2011 was truly a cultural reset, wasn't it? More 2011 art. How lovely. This can only be good. So I guess at this point, I think is when like the Lorax came out, if I'm not mistaken. I was kind of getting into a different style. Look at me, having style crises since my entire life, apparently. Here is, I think this is supposed to be me, or like a self-insert type character. And it's pretty cute. I wish I had given her more of a neck, because it just looked like no neck having type character. But overall, the pose is a pretty cute pose. I like how I tried to add bubbles. I just think I added way too damn many of them. I didn't really know when to stop when it came to adding like any kind of background elements. Then again, do I know when to stop now? Probably not. This is all right overall. Not horrible, not great. I am proud of myself for branching out, not feeling confined to one type of style or anything like that. Oh, I just noticed this. Girl, what are those hands? Is that supposed to be a thumb? I really hope that that's not a thumb. I really, really hope that my dumbass was smart enough to go like this and realize that the thumbs go on the inside. I'm gonna put this away now. Ah, yes. Celi the hedge cat. So, I was really into Sonic growing up. Fun fact. I think a lot of it did come from my cousin's affluence with Sonic. I made a character that was basically like Sonic's sister, and I was half hedgehog, half cat. It was very much a self-insert, self-indulgent type of character. And this is her. This is Celi the hedge cat. She's actually pretty cute. This isn't bad. I liked her design, the design that me and my cousin kind of like both made for her. So this one's not bad. This was a little earlier than the last one I just showed, but it was around the same time frame. So again, go 12-year-old Celi for not being confined by art styles, branching out and doing your thing. Okay, so I was a kid of many interests. I still do this now, but when I like something, I hyperfixate on this thing and it becomes like my entire life. It becomes pretty much all I want to think about, all I want to draw, all I want to watch. And so I had a Phineas and Ferb phase as well. You don't hear that every day, do you? But I just really love the show. I mean, it was very pivotal in, I feel like, my childhood. And it was just a fun show. And so this is Phineas and Isabella, and I just thought they were really cute. Okay, they were one of my OTPs for sure at the time, and I really like this drawing. It's honestly not bad. I would say that like I tried to keep Phineas's like triangular type face. Obviously, it's not in the style of Phineas and Ferb. This was me kind of exploring my own style, which I'm very proud of. The last couple fan arts, I mean, the Marshall Lee fan art was a very stark difference where I tried to copy the style of the show. But for this, I'm really proud that I kind of went out of my way to incorporate a character's design into a style that I liked and that I wanted to see. I do like that I also gave him a background. The fence makes a lot of sense. Oh, bars. But I just think that I could have done more. I could have maybe added like at least like a blue for the sky to provide some contrast so it's not just white space. I think I could have added a little bit more interest in the grass. But overall, I think the anatomy is pretty fine. It's actually not bad. It's pretty cartoony. The arms are really long is all I would say. Their torsos are also pretty long. This might be like a little bit older Phineas and Ferb. I don't know. 12-year-old Celi. I applaud you for trying and also know that you have not changed. You find something you like and you still hyperfixate on it. Moving on. Yes. Look at this. Look at all the interest going on in this drawing. This is really good. I'm really proud of myself for this one. I'm almost 1,000% sure because of this border here on the end that I sketched this or like did line art on this on a separate piece of paper and then scanned it and printed it and then colored on the scanned and printed version. Yeah, that's definitely what happened because look, you can see the Sharpie line art only in like some details I added and not necessarily the whole thing. Obviously a One Piece fan at this point. Very much a One Piece fan at this point. Also from the Nami influence in this and the Usopp influence and the Zoro influence in this and pretty much the entire thing. This is really cute. Every friend is a door to a new world. How touching. I want to congratulate myself for doing 10 characters in one illustration. I don't even have the fucking balls to do that now as an adult artist who's been drawing for like more than 15 years. That is really, really cool. Obviously, hands. I mean, I can barely draw hands now. So I'm not gonna beat myself too much on this. I think I went a little bit overboard as well with this like hatch shading that I tried to do, like cross hatching. That might have been a bit too much, for sure. It just kind of takes away from the characters, I feel like. I don't know why I was so scared to color skin tones at that point. I think it was just easier I didn't. I probably didn't have that many skin tone ranges in my colored pencils, to be honest. Yeah, this is pretty cute overall. I'm happy with this, albeit all of the really bad things going on. I think it's a really cute format. I kind of want to like redraw something similar to this, but I don't think I ever will because a lot of these characters were actually based on my friends at the time, and I was in middle school. I think I was in like 8th grade. Yeah, I don't really talk to many of these people anymore. If any of my middle school friends are watching this now, thanks for being an inspiration to me, I guess, because this was definitely one of the highlights of my drawing back in middle school. Ooh, okay, now we're entering high school with some of these drawings. So at this point is when I got a little more serious about making my own characters and stories for them. So this is Collision. This was like the logo of my manga type thing I was trying to do, like my comic. And these are the characters. So this was also really ambitious. This is 12 characters. This was the cast of Collision. You have Celi, Kevin, Juan, Shanjita. No, this is Shanjita, Shubarna, Guadalupe, Jessica, Isha, Chris, Momo, Anthony. Forgot this name, I'm sorry. And Celi. Not all these characters stayed to the end. A lot of these characters actually did go away, get renamed because again, they were named after some of my middle school friends. It was, again, really ambitious, really interesting. At this point is when I started using like whiteout, correct to mistake. There's a lot of interest. There's a lot going on in this, but in like a good way. Like it's really interesting and really eye-catching and pretty good poses too, you know, like all the poses are unique. Pretty much all the poses are pretty unique and different and I really enjoy them. Faces, some of them are better than others. anatomy is kind of off. I like how I played around with perspective still, like I tried. Really cute facial expressions. Just this could obviously be improved. I mean, all of this could be improved. I was 12, 13, I guess at this point. I tried and I didn't totally fail. So I'm gonna take that as a W. But yes, this was Collision. I'll talk more about that when I get more into my high school art, because you'll be seeing a lot of it, like 1010%. Yeah, let's just put this away for now. But the rest will be for another time. That is all for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed looking through some really cringe early teenage art with me. And I want to let you know that I plan on doing lots more of these videos. So be sure to click that subscribe button, click the bell for notifications, and that way you'll be the first to know when we continue the series. Maybe I'll dig up some of my old DeviantArt accounts for the next one. It's definitely got some interesting stuff. Anyways, thanks for watching. Click that like button if you enjoyed, and comment below what fandoms maybe you were into during your youth, and share any cringe art stories that you have as well. Till next time, friends, stay safe and stay creating.